Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. This is Bugbear's Basement. We're very happy to have you here today. And of course, we are going to be continuing our Moonshae Isle adventures. And it should be a lot of fun. We do appreciate you coming in. Do a couple things for us, though. Make sure you check out those links down below if you haven't already. And also hit that share button and let your family and friends and extended community know what's going on so they can come over here and join us because we are live streamers and we want to have a bunch of people in here to enjoy, and we're going to have some fun today because we're getting back to it. We're going to jump right into our campaign as we had left it off, which I'll do an update in a minute. But of course, first thing we want to do is kind of say hello to everybody first, but also for Dinale's sake, hit that subscribe button and like. We are really close to that 1,000. I guess we should try to push over it and see if we can't get that magic number that YouTube has put in place a couple of years ago. But nevertheless, it's going to be fun today, I think, and New Year. So let's come over here and say hello to our crew. Hey, Bill, what's up, man?
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. It's good to be back after our seasonal break there. I'm ready to go, man.
Oh, awesome, dude. And just give people a little heads up on your character again.
Oh, yeah, you bet. Okay, so we're all around 7th level. I think we're hovering just below 8th for most of us. And I'm running a half-elf monk whose name is now, he's Francis. And Francis is ready to whop on some people. He's all loaded up with big bad magic weapons, rod of lordly might, and see how long Chester lets me keep it.
Oh no, Chester doesn't care because I can always just magically create new things. Yeah, awesome. And of course, Bill is playing a monk, and he's kind of their frontline guy. We do have an NPC that kind of soaks up a little bit of damage, being a tank, but mainly he's our frontline guy. And the other one who joins him on the front line, of course, is Bob. How you doing, Bob?
What's up? How's it going?
It's going well.
Got some killing to do.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what direction you guys are going to go today, actually. So tell them a little bit about your character, dude.
My character's name is Adderall Autumnwind, and I realized that was a mistake naming him that after the fact. But he's the cleric, he's the healer, and he's the smiter of all the undead and injustice in the world, and Laz if she doesn't get her shit together.
Oh, right. That's true. A little bit inner party conflict going on. That's true. We left off on a little
Laz
conflict.
is going to give you a flame enema if you don't watch it.
That's true. That's true.
Save
That's
it for the game, you two.
Well, speaking of, how you doing,
Get
Slick?
a room.
How's it going, Slick?
It's all right.
Yeah?
Jaleja Mustafal is my character. We shorten it to Laz because that's quite a mouthful. She's a
oh my God, he's
tiefling,
getting sexual already.
Yeah, she's a tiefling ASMR hybrid. She is also a sorceress, and she's kind of a temp for some time. She gets a little bit agitated, and bad things happen, especially to clerics who don't watch their staff.
Yeah. Well, I think it's great though.
I got him bolt at 5th level.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's good. Be in character, stick to your character, do what you do. It's awesome. And of course, Laz is a sorceress. She is a very weird thing. She is a hybrid, half-breed, Azamir tiefling, which is something that should not exist in the world. But yet it does. So that's kind of interesting character we got going on. So thanks a lot there, Slick. And of course, we also have our musical interlude that is GOP. How you doing, dude?
Oh, I'm great. I play Cornelius Tepperwood at your service. Yeah, I'm the halfling bard, and I'm just a lovable little goofball. That's what I try.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised I haven't killed you yet because I have a special place in my heart for halfling bards. The only thing worse than a halfling bard is a gnome illusionist.
I'll have to try that one next time.
No.
I don't know. That's a bold statement, man.
Really? Well, I know, it's fair. Which one is worse? But yeah. But no, of course, it's a great character he's playing here. Once again, another person is sticking in character. Everyone here is stuck in character pretty well, so it's really good. And that's what we want. We are role playing here. So thank you very much, GOP. And of course, last but not least, we have the young one here. He's about to have a birthday soon. So pre-birthday wishes.
Woo! Thank you.
How's it going, Zach?
Doing good.
Happy birthday.
I am Baran Fafok, and I am just a peppy young fuck that just needs to die already.
I would say. I would say.
That's really
Yeah.
what I am, and I'm keep getting saved, and it's just like eventually I'm just gonna be that one guy that dies, and then eventually I'll just have to take over Lacey, and I'll just be Lacey for the rest of the campaign.
And
You know,
of
that's
course,
what you wanted.
and of course, speaking of, we do have one NPC in the party, and this is Lacey. Ah, Lacey. Yeah.
Lacey.
But of course, she is an NPC, and I do play her like an NPC. I'm not running her. Now, I have had times in the past where I've actually run a character. I know if you go listen to a lot of these online talking head DMs, and like, you should never run a character as a DM. They go on like that. They're idiots. You can most certainly run a character as a DM if you want, but there's no need for it. We got a 5-member party here. What do we need the DM with a character for? But she is an NPC that's with the party, and she's here for reasons, and she's been quite useful actually. She's nothing more than a tank really, but she's been useful in that way, and she's come up in being useful in other ways as well. So it's actually a pretty cool NPC. I think it's a nice addition to the party. So we get a 6-member party running, and that allows me to throw some pretty heavy stuff at them, which is awesome. But anyway, cool. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. No need not to. So let me share with the guys here so they can see what's going on. And I'm just going to do a quick recap as usual. It has been a couple of weeks, but I usually I do want to do the recaps. I know some of you are like, oh, we already know what's going on, but yeah, someone who knows comes into the video, right? So I think it's better to think about that a little bit. Nevertheless, let's come over here and then boom. All right. Now you guys know we're on the planet of Toriel, and we are in the Faerun of the Forgotten Realms, and of course we're on the off the west coast, on the islands of the Moonshae, and of course these are an analog for the old Albion, or what we call the British Isles today, or although it's definitely built more in the Albion way. And it's interesting they didn't take an opportunity to go with King Alba, and stuff like that, but they didn't. They mixed it up and made it more of an elven thing, kind of like the Evermeet before Evermeet. For those of you who know what that is. Nevertheless, we started our adventure on Moray, but Moray has been taken over by a crazed god of nature, Sylvanus, and Sylvanus has either it killed off or transformed every human on that, as far as they know, on that island into a werewolf. Because what he's done is, in a way, imprisoned the demigod Malor, and he, of course, is the werewolf god. And there he's gathering all the forces and all the trolls and orcs and all other kind of monstrous things for a big old plunge into Serafall. We don't know exactly why he's pissed off at Serafall, but then again, he's been driven mad by the spell plague. Now, spell plague is something that is supposedly finished, but yet it survives in him. The seeds of the spell plague are within Sylvanus, and our party has come over to Serafall, which is another issue of contention because the when the spell plague ended, the Eladrin returned. And the Eladrin are the ancient elves of the Feywild, and they have come into this land and they took it in a very militaristic way. No diplomacy, no nothing. This is our land. We're taking it. You either kowtow to us or we kill you. So it's been a big shock to the Leywer elves, and these elves over here particularly have a long heritage in Forgotten Realms because they're kind of the old world elves in many ways. We had a lot of elves that left because of some troubles in the ancient past, and they've been returning over the past 100 or so years here in the lore of Forgotten Realms. But they've always been here. and they're very old elves, so they're a bit shocked because the Eldrin to them are kind of almost godlike, but they're ancestors, right? But they have acted in a way that they would perceive as being very unelven. Nevertheless, it is. But these guys here, particularly, were doing their battling and kind of fighting a losing battle, but they tried valiantly to save Murray. But in the end, they actually invoked the god Corlin, who showed up because he's actually walking around, and that's kind of one of the things that's happening is where in a way we have a kind of a second times of trouble are going on in the Forgotten Realms, and if any of you guys understand that from the old D&D or read any of the books, you'd get what I'm talking about. But Coraline himself said, "Get out of Moray and go to Serafall. I need you there." And when a god tells you to do something, you pretty much do it, right? So they find themselves over here in Kings Bay, which is on the southwest coast of Serafall, and they've come in and they don't know exactly what they're supposed to do because gods are never direct; they always are mystical and riddly like. But they're over here in Kings Bay, and they have run into a little bit of a problem. Now, Kings Bay is kind of on the outskirts of the Eladrin control. They still control the whole island, but it's a little distant for them. And it's also in a territory of which used to be Gwyneth, which they completely conquered, which is what orphaned our Bill's character Francis here. And but they come into Kings Bay, and it seems like these are good, normal people, but they are being intimidated and, in essence, controlled by a group of halflings, a mafia-like or a rogue-like group of halflings that have been sent by the Eldrin themselves to keep an eye on things and to kind of monitor the situation in Kings Bay because it is one of the bigger cities here on the southwest coast of Serafall. Now, these guys have come in, and of course, they immediately made themselves known to be something that's threat. So the halflings decided to take them out. And as we left, they were sitting supposedly secure within the priestly cloistered old building. Assassins came and tried to take them out, and they were able to defeat the assassins. And that's where we last left them off. It is nighttime. We have a bunch of guards are there, and we also have the Bishop Berdesser is here with them, and he is young Nate is dead. We must keep that in mind. Mourn, F's for Nate in the chat, please. And nevertheless, that's where we are, guys. So I have
Hardly knew him.
hardly knew him, but I brought you up to date, and now what we're going to do is let these guys make decisions on what they think they should be doing. So take it away, gentlemen.
So this is right after everything's happened, correct?
Or we can make it the morning if you like. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the temple, and I'm going to find the bishop.
Well, he's right there. I mean, if you want to wait till the morning, then you can do that. Let's make a decision with everybody. Are we going to bring it to the next morning after the night's activities, or what?
Yeah, I suggest we all put in my tiny hut.
That's true. That's fair. That's safe. All right. So the morning has come, and Adaril is going to head over to look for the bishop. All right. So that's what he's doing. Anybody else have something particularly they want to do this morning, or not?
I'm hungry.
Okay.
I just wake up. Man, that was such a great rest after the last night's fighting. I feel like I slept for the past 2 weeks.
Okay, you probably have, all right. So you guys kind of get yourself out of the tiny hut because you're in there for security, which makes sense. In the morning, you do see that there are some carpenters and such coming over very early in the morning to try to work on this building because it is a very old place that just got totally tore up last night. So they're going to try to do the repairs to the back wall. You'll also find that there is a young priestess who's been sent over with some other, peasants carrying morning breakfast for you guys, and her name is Natalie, of course. So obviously Slick is eating. Adderall is taking off, and what are the rest of you doing?
Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate
stuffing
the victuals you've provided. Victuals.
She bows. She bows. Anybody else?
I start stuffing myself,
Sweet.
like just globs of food.
And they do feed you pretty well. It's not the most sophisticated or king's table type of food, but it's good food. And plenty of it. Anybody else?
Very good.
That's it.
I sit down with Lacey and we're eating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, Lacey actually has a little conversation with you quietly at the table, and she's she's been a little out of sorts. I mean, her family's been absolutely torn apart, so obviously she's a bit emotional. But she's done her pretty good job of holding herself together for her young age. But she is a bit concerned. Private conversation with you, Jack. She is a bit concerned about the tension that is building between Laz and Adderall.
I look at her and I'm just like, don't worry, it'll blow over. It was just in the moment. We were all fighting, and it'll blow over.
All right, she says, "Well, okay, I'll trust you."
Yeah, cool.
All right. All right, so that. Go ahead, Bill.
After I eat, I'm gonna I have some skills with masonry. I'm gonna assist in rebuilding.
Oh, you most certainly do have those kind of skills. Yeah, that's nice. So you go over and offer your help to them. We'll say the foreman's name is Derek, and Derek is actually a dwarven carpenter. Has been come over to help, and he's very happy to have any of your assistance. And he's actually very chatty. And while you guys are moving things and working, he asks you all about your life and your adventures and stuff. And even though he's very chatty, he's also very good at doing his job at the same time. So you're having a bit of chat with Derek.
Yeah, well, I'm working with Derek, and as we help each other, and I start showing him some of my skills at stonemasonry, and then hopefully, either I'm competent and gives me some more responsibilities in the job, and I can just jump right in and get to work. And while he's chatting away, I'll say, "Hey, so Derek, I gotta tell you, this is something weird in this town. I've never seen halflings be so aggressive."
He says, "Ah, yes, 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 yes. The halflings sent by the Eldrin. Yeah, we all know. Just keep your head down. It'll be all right. Just keep your head down. They don't really, they don't do much. They do a little of those kind of standard, gang type of things with selling illicit stuff down in their quarter. But other than that, it'll be all right. Just keep your head down and keep the hammer moving. Keep the hammer moving is what I say."
Well, I'll keep the hammer moving, and then I whisper him, just real quick. It's like, why would the high and mighty Eldrin stoop to recruit halflings for their foot soldiers? Just so confusing.
Well,
anyways, what do I know? I'm new here. No.
He's.
Can I hear?
No, they're in the building, dude. But
right.
he says his response to you in that is that he's not completely sure on all of those lore type of things, but aren't halflings just another type of fae?
I don't know about that.
He doesn't.
I know the
either.
Eldrin I know they're purists, though. I mean, gosh, they don't like me for being half elf. That's for sure.
Well, he says, "Look at me. I'm a dwarf, but I'm here working with elves."
That's true, and you're beautiful, and you're doing a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll have to imbibe some mead later. Ha 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 ha.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys continue on your work. Adderall, you head over to the temple, and you easily find the priest who I named him Bardar. Or what is the freaking name? I wrote it down. Bardasser. What a freaking name I gave this guy. My brain at that moment. But nevertheless, so you go over and talk to the bishop. We'll keep it easy. He's moving around doing his morning stuff in the temple as he always does. This guy is he takes his job very seriously, and he's easy to find. So go ahead.
I walk up to him and I ask him, "Can I have a moment, please? I know
Oh,
you're busy."
certainly, most certainly. Continuing, young men. I'll be back in a moment. He kind of goes over to the side, like in a little alcove in the temple.
Just real quick here. Then what was the name of the? Oh, Nate. That's right.
Oh yeah,
Um,
young Nate. Yeah.
I'm very, very sorry for bringing this into your temple. This attack was obviously aimed at us, and
Yes.
I apologize deeply for bringing this to this holy place, and I apologize as well for my compatriots' actions. If and I understand the damage that was done. If you will, I would like to make a donation to help cover the cost of repairing this. And if you would do me this service as well, I've been in the field for quite a time, and I have not been able to make my normal tithing to Coraline. So if you would accept that as well, I would appreciate it.
Well, certainly I will. Certainly I will. And as far as the anger and emotion from last night, I completely understand it. It was a very tense and difficult situation, and I am 100% blame. I cannot believe that they would be so brazen as to attack the holy quarter. But we will try our best to improve security. And yeah, I'm happy to take any donations you would like to make. Of course, good cleric.
I give him 1,000 gold, 500 for the damage, and 500 for the tithes.
Oh, you are. Oh, he's beside himself. That's a lot of money. And he calls over some young people to help, take care of those funds and move them to where they need to be. He says, "You are most gracious, most gracious. You are truly one of the blessed of Coraline."
Um, and again, I apologize. Can you please tell me what's become of Nate? I know that even if there is someone here with the capability of bringing him back from beyond, that you are never the same. So,
Well, he will be laid to rest today. Of course, we don't have anyone with that kind of ability. That is very very powerful magic. That we don't see anything. I do remember long ago a priest came through who had such abilities, but we don't have that now.
no, I understand. Does he have any family, or is he a ward of the church?
He is a ward.
Okay. Uh, Please let me know any costs for his internment. I will take care of that as well.
You have more than done enough, sir. More than enough.
Well, I insist. It is very clear from the attack that we brought this here,
Well,
and you have given us shelter. You have given us the kindness you did not have to do, and you have also offered to assist us in making contact with the those in power within the city, and we are eternally grateful to you. And I am very sorry for bringing this to your doorstep.
well, I appreciate that, but and he lowers his voice to a bare, audible whisper. We all know that the Eldrin have brought this to us.
Yes,
Yeah, because you're
but I
speaking
feel
to an
that
elf. He's an elf.
yeah. But and actually, I'll actually speak to him in Elven.
Oh, I assumed you were.
Unfortunately, it appears that one of our members is keeping secrets, and this is perhaps brought more attention than it should have. But
Oh, I
I
see.
thank you for what you've done, and we will do our best to prevent this from troubling you any further.
Now, as you guys are speaking, and you see a young page young elven page, which probably means he's about 50, come running up to your conversation, and he stands about 15 feet away, waiting to be acknowledged. The bishop acknowledges him quickly. He comes over and he has a dispatch for the priest. The priest takes it, he opens it up, he reads through it, and he's like, "Oh my." Hmm. I know you were supposed to meet with the governor today, but because of last night's ordeal, he has canceled the meeting and will notify you when it is rescheduled. Of course, this is Governor Pendell Patrick that you guys are supposed to meet with today.
Oh, refresh my memory, Chester. Is he a halfling?
Pendell? No, he's an elf.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This
I understand.
town this town was run mainly by Leywer elves before the halflings before all this trouble. Now
Mhm.
they're very open. As Leywer are a little bit different than elves that are found on the mainland, right? Elves on the mainland are very aloof and are very distant for good reasons, really. And they tend not to have mixed communities very much. They might live in a community that is mixed, but their community, one that they run, is usually just elven. Here, the Laborers are nothing like that. They're happy to have the folk and dwarves, halfling, well, they don't care. And this is a very mixed town, but it is run by the elves.
Okay. No, I completely understand. But we will be looking into the situation with these brigands.
Very well.
I
All
will
right.
give him the money. I will make my prayers to Coraline, and then I will head back to the rest.
All right, so you come back. Breakfast is broken and finished by now, and has all been cleaned away by the helpers. Now we got some young elves, and we have some humans, and of course there's a dwarf carpenter, and there's the one thing you don't see amongst any of the working class here are halflings. And during your conversation with Derek, Francis, you find out that halflings were not something that they ever really had in town. Occasionally, they get a little band come through, or usually from the mainland on some kind of ship. Occasionally, a little bard. It can't be trusted, of course, but they're not really used to halflings, and it's not they don't have like residents of the town that are halfling. It is only this group that has come in, so this might be a little surprising to you because there's a whole ward of the city which is just teeming with halflings, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The whole thing is all killer to me.
They breed like friggin' cockroaches.
Uh oh.
I'm going to I'm guessing we're all back together at this point. Or are we all...
Yes, you are. You are back together, and someone is rummaging. Who is rummaging?
Yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I dropped one of my dice into a friggin' basket.
Oh, okay. You're
I
saving a dice. It's worth it. It's all right. We accept that. Go ahead. Yeah, you guys are all together. Yeah.
So everybody, I've been thinking, a lot about this since last night, and I think after the merchant shop gets back to me on how much money I made from that all that blood and angelic stuff that I got, I think we should just get out of this town, move on. I don't think this is what we're looking for, and it might be a good idea, I think.
Well, Coraline, as I'm walking back up, I'll grab like a piece of bread or something off the table. Interesting that you would say that, Cornelius. I'd like to talk to you about that.
Sure, but just remember, if for all intents and purposes, my name is Giorgio.
Of course
do recall he is Giorgio.
So I find it interesting that a single assassin was sent to each of our rooms, but nearly half a dozen went to you. They didn't want to kill you; they wanted to take you. I wonder why.
Well, I think halflings respect halflings. They probably thought me as being more of a threat. No offense, but I mean I am pretty intimidating. So maybe they were just like.
I wonder how many will be waiting for you at the merchant shop.
Yes.
I hope well,
20,
I mean,
30, the whole ward. Probably the whole ward, because it looks like they're all in this together.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I know it's crazy.
If you did know, would you tell me?
Of course, I'd tell you. I've always been nothing but honest.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for insight.
Yeah,
Chester.
Yeah.
You lion sack.
So I rolled a 21 on my insight to tell if he's being honest or dishonest.
Well,
we pull up my numbers real quick because I haven't played a little bit.
I
Well,
rolled
no.
a 25.
you get to roll your persuasion though if you're lying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely. Well, it's deception if I'm lying.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, deception. Yeah.
But that would be. Oh, that's a 24. You rolled a 25. Come on.
Yep. 17
I
plus
am-
8.
I am lying out. Just.
Oh, dude, I didn't need an
Totally.
insight check to know
Yeah.
that.
I am totally lying.
But now it's canon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
right.
it is canon. But Bill, he's being completely honest though. He's very honest halfling.
Mm.
Adderall,
Actually,
you know better.
Well, of course.
Well,
I
what do
do.
you say, Adderall? He seems honest.
Oh, he's lying his ass off.
Is it? Are you lying to me, Corny? After all we've been through?
Wait. All right. So you know how
Yeah, maybe we should
sometimes.
leave this town, but we leave you here.
All right. You know how sometimes I
Let's
like
put
to
it to a
drink.
vote.
Wait. Okay,
I
guys.
vote leave
Hold
Corny. Anyone else?
Let's talk about these guys. All right. I'll tell you. Do you know how sometimes I like to drink? On occasion. Well, sometimes I drink a lot, and sometimes when I drink, I don't remember what I did, and sometimes when I drink, I gamble, and a lot of times when I drink and I don't remember what I did and I gamble, I lose a lot of money. I end up owing people, and I usually have to flee town. It's not a big deal, really.
And then how does that relate to this?
I find that hard to believe that is what's going on here.
You can roll another insight check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I think I'll roll another insight check as well.
Everybody
Oh,
is.
it didn't work.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh my God.
And so did I.
So
I rolled a
I'm
19.
I'm telling
Plus,
you.
plus let's see. Yeah, 29 is what I got altogether.
Well,
So
he's not opposing you, so he's being honest.
I only got a 19, so. Well, no, I was half truth. That was a half.
Oh, okay, so he's lying through his ass again.
Well, no. That
Half
is
truth
true.
is a
What it
lie.
said.
I don't know if you
But
know
I'm
this,
with-
Corny.
I'm not telling you the whole truth. There's more to it than that. But that is true. What I told you. It's just like I told you, but you can tell. I'm not telling you everything.
Right. Give me a moment.
Uh-oh.
Well, I voted to leave him.
You voted to leave him. Yeah, okay. No one else is voting, and Lacey has no insight whatsoever. She has 0, -3 insight.
They
so-
did it free. She's
I-
just like, oh, bro.
I won't leave you, my friend, but I might make you a little uncomfortable if you don't tell us the truth.
Uh-oh. Fire. Up the ass. It's coming.
Infernal probe.
I, for once, am actually on board with what Laz is doing. I'm just going to sit there and cross my arms.
Okay. Well, this
you even
may.
got them to agree.
All right. So you know how I'm such a kind, upstanding, and honest citizen who would never do
No.
anything wrong. Well, my family
Lacey
isn't
even
like
turns
that
her
at
head
all.
on that, dude. Go ahead.
Well, my family are the sort of type who would steal copper from a blind beggar. See, my family kind of runs a powerful crime family out of Baldur's Gate.
I don't believe it. You're a freaking halfling.
You could. Well, they're a halfling group. This you could roll insight, but I'm telling the truth. This is
Yeah, just go ahead and
Fine,
continue, dude.
fine.
Continue.
Keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
so. I'll tell you a story. A story about a halfling with a dream. And this halfling wanted
Jesus.
to run his own alpaca farm. Now there were people who said,
Okay.
"Corny, you know nothing about alpacas. Corny,
Chester,
you know nothing about farming."
I don't want to interrupt him, but as he's doing this, I cast Zone of Truth.
Uh-oh. Oh, damn.
And by the way, everybody knows I'm casting this. I'm not being. I'm not like hiding it, and in everybody that it affects knows it.
I'm
So
not even
who-
paying attention, so I just keep talking.
Okay.
Connie, stop hitting on every single woman you walk by. And I said nay to the naysayers. So I went down to the bank and I asked for 40,000 gold, and they told me no. But the next day, someone from the bank came to me and said, you know what, you're approved. And well, you know what? I went and I started pursuing my dream. And through some unfortunate events, no fault of my own, I ended up broke within 3 months. So, basically, I found out later that it was actually my family who approved the loan, but I don't want to work for my family. So they're basically like, they'll make my life a living hell unless I go work for them or I pay off an amount of debt that at this point with the interest probably isn't going to work out. So you see,
Okay.
that's
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Hello.
Did we lose him?
I think we
Yeah,
lost
I
him.
think we lost him. Yeah, we lost you up
Okay.
there.
I hear you guys.
Oh, we
Oh,
hear
there you
you
go.
now, but you weren't talking.
Oh damn it! Where did it cut off?
Right towards the end, but I just wanted to remind you that the Zone of Truth popped up halfway through your speech. So
This is all true. This
Okay,
is me being
okay.
completely honest.
Yeah, last thing you
Okay.
said, I remember you don't want to work with your family. So
yeah, right.
Basically, either I pay them the amount of money I owe, which at this point with all the interest, I mean they basically made it so I couldn't pay them back, or I go work for them, or they make my life hell until I decide to.
So how
Therefore,
much do you
he
owe?
fled to the Moonshae.
Mm-hmm. And apparently
Something like
you owe so much that it's gotten all the way here.
Well, I don't think they really followed me here. I think they just kind of showed up here and I happened to stumble into it.
Well, now you're making
Hmm.
an assumption that these halflings have anything to do with your family at all.
That's true,
Right.
but they were coming after me in the room, and this is me being honest about the situation. As far as I'm aware, this is what is happening.
I see.
I could be completely wrong, but I wouldn't know what other reason they would go after me.
Hmm. Well, I can't say that I'm surprised, and I'm not quite sure that that's the reason why they're doing this, but thank you for sharing.
I know that was hard for you, but
I
good
know.
job.
I feel like I have a giant weight off my chest.
Oh, well, I'm sure that everybody would like to do that. By the way, that spell lasts for, well, shit, how long does that last for?
Wait, what spell? What'd you do?
I cast Zone of Truth.
Damn it, I hate that spell.
It's 10
Yeah,
minutes.
I bet you do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So as long as the spell is running, I would like to ask you a question there, little man. Are you going to keep your promise and pay me my percentage?
Well, of course. I mean, you already kind of, like you were already kind of there. You already kind of saw it. I would only, take a little bit off the top if you guys didn't know. Not that I would do that. I'm sorry, but
My percentage is my percentage, so it better be there.
Perception checks.
perception. Okay.
see, it's perception. Oh, that's okay. 17.
It's 16.
Ooh, nat 20.
Sweet.
Nice. Put that down on the thing, Bob.
18.
All right.
17 plus 20.
I'll roll for Lacey just because. Oh no, she rolled a 3. All right. She's just looking dreamingly at her man. But as you guys are having this conversation, keep in mind, you guys are northeast of the temple. I have the map up here for you to see. And can I move the mouse on the map? I can. You guys are right over here, right? You're right over in this little alcove, right? And you have in this building, and even though it's a bunch of trees, which is why I made it a high perception check, which everyone passed, you guys notice down by the water, which you can see because it's a bit of a slope here going down to the water, and even and you can see through the trees. It's kind of a beautiful vista, to be honest with you, and which makes sense for a temple being built in such a pretty place. But you guys notice what should I call it? A bivouac of halflings moving down the docks. There's a lot of them, dude. There's like, I don't know, 40.
Holy crap!
A bivouac.
Yeah.
The
They're not
bivouac,
coming
dude, that's
toward
like a
you.
freaking herd.
Well, no, they're not coming toward you. They're heading down the docks. And if you look over here, as I'm mousing on here, you see the docks. They're actually heading down here. You can see them very visibly now through the trees on this dock, and they're heading up this dock here. You don't know what's doing, but you've seen a bunch of halflings moving around the town, of course, especially in the area where they control. But this is a very large group of halflings to be moving around. It's not normal.
Any of them is the one that kind of the ringleader. What's his name?
The wet guy.
Pindeer,
Yeah,
the wet.
yeah, Pindeer.
Yes.
Yeah, Pindeer. Is he
Uh,
among them?
No, you don't. Well, you're too far away to even recognize that, but you don't see him offhand. No.
Okay.
I suggest we get out of here, guys. Just a thought.
What do you think's going on?
Well,
I think coming to overthrow the Duke or who the town master?
Well, they're coming to the pier on our side, right? Like the one that would be towards us.
yeah, but they're heading out on the dock of that pier. Yeah.
Oh, so they're getting onto a ship and leaving?
Well, you don't know yet, but they're all kind of gathered on the dock. And you
Oh.
can't hear it, but it seems there's a dock master and a couple of his men are standing very tensely behind him, and there seems to be some kind of heated argument going on, or heated conversation.
I could run down there and real quick and check it out.
You could, yeah.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
All right. Bullet boy will run down there.
All right, you get down there very quickly.
And then when I get to an area, I don't want to run like right into the crowd and just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But run up to a spot where I can hear, and then I can roll stealth.
Go ahead, give me your
Justice.
stealth roll.
Okay.
Chester.
Yeah.
Oh, not
Are
a
there any
good roll.
shadows down there?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Are there shadows that I can see down there?
Oh, of course, all over the place. It's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning, so they got plenty of shadows. Yeah.
Okay, so the closest shadow to them, I'm going to move through my cloak.
Okay. You want to put yourself that close to them?
Well, okay, give me a little space. How far? 50, 25 feet.
All right. What's the range on that shadow jump? Just in
I don't
any
know.
shadow you can see?
Any
Problem.
shadow I can
Yeah,
see.
no problem. You're there before the monk.
14.
All right.
So
And I cast
Sorry.
disguise on myself. So
Okay. So you two are
Discuss,
down here to be able to hear, and they're not really looking around anyway. So unless you critically failed your stealth roll, they aren't really
Okay.
looking for you anyway. Because there are plenty of people moving around. You have the docks are mainly controlled, it seems, by the folk. And although everyone's welcome, of course, but they're mainly most of the dock workers are folk, not elves, actually, at least in this area. And everyone is kind of tensely just stop what they're doing and listening. And of course, you come into the conversation, but the gist you're getting out of it is they are demanding to be taken to the governor, and the dockmaster here is saying he has orders to not do so. They're demanding it, and they're starting to get a little bit threatening.
Okay, I'll bolt back up to the party and tell them what's going on.
All right.
Makes sense.
I stay
Our
and I
meeting
keep
with
an eye on
them.
him.
Yeah, our meeting was canceled for the day
It was.
after I talked to the bishop. So obviously something's going on.
Do you think we should offer like assistance to the governor? It might be a way for us to get in to see him.
Yes. Well, we have to get to the governor first.
Laz, what did you say you were doing?
I'm staying to keep an eye on what they do, just in case they move.
Okay, it's starting to heat up as you guys are having a conversation. Laz, the dockmaster is just straight on belligerent now. He's like, no, get the F out of here. I have orders, and I'm not taking you over. As he says that, one of the because there's a bunch of them, and the ones up front seem more, statesman-like. They're dressed in fine clothing and such, but a lot of the ones behind them are either in somewhat military garb, like a stand down type of military dress, and some of them, of course, are cloaked. Out of one of the cloaked, you see it happen. You can't stop it from happening. You see one of those strange wands that you saw. Well, actually, you're from the mainland. You might know what it is. The one those black powder sticks that you guys actually have a few of in your possession. It comes out of the cloak, aims, fires, lands dead square in the chest. Of course, it's a very close range of the dockmaster, and drops him dead instantly.
Oh my
Oh, I
goodness!
The other
It's on.
It's on. The other dark guys, a couple of them run away. A couple of them try to be brave and charge in, and they get wiped out immediately. And this group of halflings seem to be mainly all armed. Those five or so that are sitting up front, kind of looking statesmanly, don't seem to have any weapons, but the rest of them do. And there's a few of these black powder weapons, but mainly it's just the standard melee stuff, or bows or crossbows or whatever. They just start killing anything that moves. And
Holy
that's
moly!
basically civilians, right?
Mhm.
Oh, we gotta help.
The minute that gun goes off, I'm running down towards the.
Yeah, I'm
towards
gonna
the dock.
bolt down there full speed and just start with the staff and just cleave through as many as I can and then run out of range.
We're really spread apart right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And
not
I'm gonna
really.
stick back with the bow. I'm
Not
gonna stick
really.
back with the bow and test that thing out.
All right, so you have to
You guys
move in
see
a little
these
bit better
buttons?
range for that.
All right. Well, I take a turn to move into better range.
Should we roll initiative?
Am I near any tall buildings?
Well, you guys wait. I'm going to deal with Laz first. Not really tall, no. This is not that type of city. It's a town, almost a city town.
Well, I don't like
And,
these guys already. I know who they are, and they tried to kill me last night.
well, the good
So
thing about it is they're all grouped up, and there are no civilians amongst them.
Yeah.
well, here's the thing. I can fly,
Psst.
and I'm going to go up with fiery wings, and I'm going to lay down a fireball.
Now, the fiery wings, is that a spell, or is that like a bonus
No,
action?
that's just part of me. That's part of me once
Oh,
I hit a certain
Jesus.
level.
Here we go. All right. The demon has risen. You guys have never seen Laz do this, I believe. But you see Laz rise up like a freaking demon into the sky with fiery flapping wings and lets loose her favorite thing, fire.
So let's give it a throw.
Oh my gosh, what an episode so far.
18
It's not really an
plus
episode unless
17 plus 7, so that's 20.
No, you're
25?
casting fireball, right?
Yes, fireball.
Yeah, you don't have to hit with a fireball. I have to save
Oh,
versus.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
You throw your fireball, and it's a little ball of fire that goes out, and it comes over the top of it and explodes, right? Just absolutely devastating everything around, tearing pieces of dock out. There's this debris flying through the air. It's as if someone just dropped a heavy bomb on the dock. Now, are you using this as your standard level, or are you pumping extra level into it? I suggest you pump extra level into it. Yeah.
Yeah, then yes.
Because you can
extra
cast
level.
you can cast 4th level spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so your cast is that. All right, so basically what you need to do is give me your damage. 5th edition is what's the build up for pumping it into as a 4th level spell? Normally it would just be his level, but I think what does it do now?
It's 98. Yeah, 98.
All right, roll it up.
So give me a sec here. There's 96. My glasses are
D6.
96. Yeah, 96. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and throw. What we got here? 52.
Episode 16, The Ascension of Laz, and Corny finally tells the truth.
Yeah.
I don't know which is more epic.
Yeah, right.
All right, just give me a second. Oh, that was a critical failure. All right, I got a lot of dice to roll. Hold on a second. Oh, 2 saves. So 2. Remember 2. Oh, 3. That's a nat 22. All right. 2 more times. All right. Another nat 20. Okay. Most of those are just kind of low-level people. So basically, Laz just killed 35 halflings.
Oh my god.
Go Laz.
Holy crap.
Yeah, but they only count for half, so it's more like 18.
Oh,
Well, I only saved 5 because his saving throw is pretty high, right? I only saved 5 times, and the rest of them all failed, so they take full damage, and they're not your guys' kind of level, so they're all wiped out. There might be a few that are limping around or still alive, but they're out of the situation. And of course, people are just screaming and fleeing now. It's utter chaos. The dock is obliterated. All the boats that are nearby are on fire. The whole it's just pure chaos. There's smoke rising up everywhere. Debris is all over the place. It's just pure havoc. Hell on earth has been opened up on the King's dock. Wonderful.
Jimmy, how much damage did you do total?
50 something. Yeah.
Oh,
52.
I did like. Oh, and so those other guys took half. That's still a
Uh,
lot.
well, actually, so they're all damaged except for 2 of them. No, excuse me, 3 of them. 3 of them are unscathed altogether, and
Okay.
they're moving toward Laz actually, because they don't see you guys yet. So 1 round is going to pass. Now that was an action that happened instantly. You guys are moving in this round, so Laz has 1 round to deal with these 3 that are coming at him. Now I just kind of
Now, can I?
Coming at her.
I meant her. Sorry.
Now, could I? If I were to run down there, would I be able to?
Oh no,
meet
you can
anything?
be involved in this as well. You can because your speed. So give me
Am I in
initiative, guys.
range?
No,
Am I
you
in
got
range?
the rest of you are out of this round. Consider this like a surprise round in a way. And next round will be all engaged. But these 3 are completely unscathed. The other 2 are just limping for cover. By the way, they're not involving themselves. And these are the ones that are coming at you.
So
My initiative is 19.
All right.
Oh wait. You rolled a. Is it D10 or D20? I forget now.
No, wait. Do I add anything on initiative?
You
Or is it
add.
just for the
You're
20?
rolling a 10 for initiative. Now,
Yes,
initiative,
okay.
of
Oh,
course, you roll your dexterity bonuses and your proficiency, I believe, right?
No, it's just your dex bonus.
Just your dex bonus. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 7.
Well, I'm a 12, so I'm after Laz.
All right. All right, Laz, you are first, and then is Francis, and then my guys, and then next round I'll get the rest of you guys involved. So go ahead, Laz. What do you want to do? You got these 3 guys coming at you. Well, one of them moves into position, and he's going to be ranging. The other 2 are closing the gap between you and going to be attacking.
So
So.
they're bunched up.
Huh? Are they bunched? Not really. You do know that the other 2, one of them, the one that's on the right, he's moving fast enough. He's speedy like your monk. He's going to get to you this round. The other one is
Well,
going
I
to.
am flying.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
about that. No, I forgot about that. Uh, All right. So that changes it. These 2 basically are moving in your direction. They're going to take their full move to get into a protective situation. The archer is going to move into the same thing, but of course he has a shot at you. With these other 2 don't. So I forgot about that. I apologize. But go ahead anyway. It's your turn. But no, these guys are professional soldiers. They have separated themselves. Yeah.
Magic missile.
Which one?
What do you mean? Which one?
Oh, you just want to hit each of them once or
I
something?
have 3. I want to hit each of them with a magic missile and slow them down.
Go ahead.
So it's 1d4 plus 1. Sorry, Matt. I'm being slow here.
It's all right. Just give me each bolt, please. I believe it's just a D4 plus 1, right?
Yeah, so I got 1, 2, plus, it's 4 plus 1.
Yeah, so just roll a D4 for each one and add 1 to it, right?
Oh, that's what I did. Sorry. 4,
Yeah, so just give me
3,
the damage.
3.
4, 3,
plus
3.
1.
Okay,
Yeah.
4, 3, and 3. Excellent. All right. Then Bill, you go before him too. I only rolled I rolled a 12, so
Okay.
I think
So
we're
would I
going
be
at the
able?
same time actually, but go ahead.
Okay. So would I be able to get surprise on these guys?
No, definitely. No, they're definitely alert to threat, dude. No, you can't get surprise on them.
I can't
These
come
are
up behind
professional
them.
soldiers or
Okay.
adventurers.
Let's see. You said there's one armed with a bow. There's one armed with some weird magic weapon looking thing.
Yeah,
Is that
he's
right?
going to get a shot at last too. But the swordsman won't at all.
Okay. I want to go for the first one on the screen to the left.
Okay.
And I want to do one attack with my unarmed attack on him. I want to try and hit and see if I hurt him or not. And if I do, I'll run on to the next one. But I'll start with him. I got a natural 20 and a 4. So I'm sure
4
I hit
is
with
definitely not going to hit, but the 20 does.
Okay. So then
double your damage, right?
Yeah. So I do 1d10. Sorry. 2d6 fire. Okay. Okay. So 8, 9. So 32.
Wow. All right. Now you hit him hard. This is not all he's got, but you'd figure you probably cut him in half, though. But you certainly damaged him, and he's not appreciating it. Now he has no fire damage on him, although he does have a singed magic missile bolt in his left shoulder. But he cringes at you. So you have more attacks, I believe. What are you doing?
Well, then I with a push. See, on stunning strike, I think I'm allowed to call that after the attack. I just want to make sure.
And he's acting.
Another creature
they're all acting at the same time, so he gets his round, even though you might drop him. He's playing the flute, by the way, is what he's doing.
Okay, so I'm pushing 1 key point for a stunning strike, so he's got to succeed on a Constitution throw.
All right. He fails.
Okay, so then he's stunned till the end of my next turn.
Okay. All right. And do you have more attacks? I believe this is a full round, so.
Yeah, I've got an extra attack that I'll use on Tex over there with the bow.
Yeah, well, he's the closest one to you, so.
Okay, so I'll lay into Tex. Let's see how I do. I got a 19 and a 17.
The 19 hits.
Oh
no, I'm sorry. This is the archer. They both hit. Go ahead.
They both hit. Okay. So let's see. And this is with my flame tongue still. Jeez Louise. So that's 12, 16, 17, 18, 21. Then I'll push one more key to do stunning strike on him. So see if he do a Constitution
he
save.
definitely saves. He definitely saves. Yeah.
Okay, that was the first hit.
What's the
now
damage,
for the
please?
damage?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So that's 21 for the first hit, and then let's see, 10, 19, 20, and then I'll use Death Strike, so he gets 22 on the second hit.
So that's a total of 40. What is that? 45?
Yeah, 45.
48. All right. You absolutely tear into him. He's not looking good at all, but he's not stunned, however. Is that all?
And then I've got flurry of blows, so I can do 2 attacks on the swordsman.
So you're just kind of running through and damaging everything. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh man, this was bad. So I got a 12 and a 14.
Miss.
Over there.
Miss.
Miss.
So you
He saw
don't.
me coming. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So these guys act at the same time. The guy with the flute, even though he gets stunned and kind of dazed after your attack, he gets his flute attack off course because it's the same time. Laz, please give me a saving throw.
One moment. That's a 20, right?
Yep. It's a will saving throw, by the way.
Natural 20. Holy shit.
All right.
Nice.
You saved. All right, so that's his action. The archer has definitely got blown up, but he's going to focus his attack on what he was going to do. And hold on a second. What is your? Oh, that's a natural 20. What's your armor class, Last?
1 second. If he does 17 plus, when he does hit me, it'll throw up an automatic shield spell. So.
Well, just tell me your armor class, please.
17.
17. Okay. So that shield spell, it comes off from the first attack.
Yep.
Okay, and how does that function?
Let's see. I can't remember. I gotta look it up real quick.
I think it either increases your AC by 3 or 5.
Yeah, it increases AC by 3. That's what it is.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so the first attack hits 17. The other 3 have to hit 20.
Yeah,
that's the effect. Okay. Well, I barely hit you then. But he did hit you 4 times though. Although 3 of them were skirting attacks. One of them was a dead shot in your chest. However, that was a nat 20. So let me go ahead and get this all done together. All right.
And how high off the ground are you?
Probably about 30 feet.
Ooh. That's 36 if you fall.
You take 36 points of damage.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm still going.
Okay. And then give me a Constitution roll, please, with disadvantage. Which means roll 2 d20s. Give me the lowest roll. Is what that means.
But add your con modifier to each.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong damn thing. Clear. There we go.
Well, I know
20.
I'm going to shoot at first.
No, take the lowest, 17.
Okay, 17. All right, so you make a saving throw, so you only take half of this. What happens is this guy shoots these arrows off, and any of you who have magical understanding, the bow glows a strange black eldritch magic. The arrows seem to be sparkling with eldritch magic as they fly through the air. 3 of them, the eldritch magic kind of tries to do something, but it fizzes out. One of them, however, the eldritch magic goes off. And the eldritch magic is not affecting him as much because he's able to kind of ward himself with his shield a little bit. But he is going to take half of this. So hold on a second. And you are absolutely, Adverell, that archer is the threat. Because I might just kill him right here, even with half.
Kill me?
Yeah, dude. This is serious. Yeah. You take 10 more points of damage. I rolled horribly. You should be happy. As an eldritch, what happens is these tendrils, the bolt that struck you in the chest, these black eldritch tendrils come up and just embrace you and try to grapple you, and they do damage as they're doing it. So what you need to do is make a strength roll for me, please.
Oh, you need to make this, man.
You do need to make this, yeah.
Okay. 19 plus 21. Oh,
no, you're fine. You're fine. Now you're able to push it off, but one thing you notice as you're using your magical shield to which is for a cinematic effect, using your magical shield to kind of push it off, maybe your fire wings and stuff. You can tell, however, because you are magical, that if this thing gets a hold of these tentacles, get a hold of you, they are anti-magic in nature. You automatically know this. If this thing gets a hold of you, you are in will be in an anti-magic field, and you'll be completely shut down.
Okay.
All right, so keep that in mind. So, all right, but that's the situation. And then the last guy, he's standing, of course, with Bill right in front of him, so he's going to take a whack at him. And you notice, Bill, that as this guy takes his round, let me use these instead. The first thing that happens as a bonus action, he seems to buff up. You'd swear to God he just grew a foot in front of you. He's a halfling. But he seems to get bigger and buffier, and he looks very, very, very angry, like almost berserk angry for some reason, other than the fact that you just try to kill him. But he just
It's a halfling barbarian.
It's
Oh my
no,
God.
it's not. It's something else. But he stands his ground and he just lays his full attack into you, which is 3. What's your armor class?
20.
Okay, hit, and a miss. Now he's using a 2-handed weapon for a halfling, of course, but he gets the hand and a half effect, of course. So let me do this right here. I hit you twice, right? All right. Oh no, it's not those. It's these. That's right. Hold on a second. All right. You take 27 points of damage as this guy lays into you with some very heavy blows.
Okay.
All right. That is this round finished. We going to be coming to the top of the round. So I need initiative. I'm not gonna change anybody else's initiative. We got a 13 and 12 is what we have right now. So everybody else call off your initiatives, please.
I've got a
13.
7.
9.
All right, and let me do Lacey real quick. Because she's, screeching like a banshee. Damn it. Oh, my. All right.
She got a 1? She got a 1 or...
Oh, no. I do believe she's going the same time you are. I got a 15. Wow. Yeah, Lacey is beelining right for them.
Dang.
Yeah. It's like a streaking banshee, a Valkyrie diving into combat. But we'll let...
I couldn't get a 15 if I rolled a 10.
Yeah, no, she's just a straight up fighter, right? Who had 15? Someone had a 15 as well. Who was that?
That was Laz.
Oh no, so okay. So Laz, you go first, and Lacey's bounding in. Now Laz, the only excuse me, the only thing you could do this round is try to deal with these eldritch tentacles. That's what you have to do. Deal with this round. So what you need to do is give me a will saving throw, please.
Another D20.
Yep.
Okay.
You should be fine. It's not
wisdom?
super high.
Add my wisdom.
Your wisdom saving throw.
I think he adds proficiency as well.
16, adding proficiency as well.
Don't you?
No.
Well, your saving throw should have a bonus. All it all should be written up there on his saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So 15 plus 3, 1, 19 again.
All right, no problem. Now you're able, with your magical shield, you're like you with a bit of magical rage, you're able to dissipate these tentacles, and they're completely gone. But that is your action for the round. In effect, this attack kind of takes you out for a round, is what it does. So you're done, but you're free of it. Okay, you do have an arrow stuck out your chest, but you're still well in the combat. Lacey literally jumps on a couple of boxes and leaps down on top of the archer who's closest to her, actually. And damn, let me see which. Hold on, how many attacks is she's getting? 1, 2.
Chop.
I could push it as well. And I will.
3, can't you?
Yeah, she can. So Lacey's laying 3 attacks onto this archer. Oh my. All right. Well, hit, and hit. This guy's in trouble.
Gonna kill your own NPC. It's like, no.
Yeah, but he has the lowest AC, right? All right. Hold on a second here. So I rolled pretty low though. 10, but 9. So he gets 19 more damage. And basically, he is staggering, not only from the daze, just he's barely up, literally a point away from being dropped. But Lacey laid into him. As she just kind of comes in and just swings her sword, 3 times viciously, she also has another bonus action that she pops off. And you see this blast of eldritch electricity, which you've seen her do before, just blast into this guy, and it doesn't matter if he saves or not because she drops him. She literally just fries him as she's screaming into his face as he just burns into a eldritch electrical crisp. So she.
Lacey turned into a berserker.
No, it's just she's just a fighter. But that's a full round from Lacey. That's about what she could do. And I rolled pretty low on the damage, but that's kind of a full effect Lacey you just saw right there. 4
Fighters can
attacks,
get
man. That's
nasty.
pretty badass. Because she can bonus pop a spell as well, right? Anyway, so Lacey takes out the archer, which is good because he's the most dangerous one. Then we come down to 14, 13.
Yep.
Go
I
ahead.
think Bob and I are tied.
Yeah. You can go first. You've probably got a higher initiative.
Well, it's up to you, man. I already went once, so I mean, go ahead.
What's your initiative?
Just go, dude. Just go.
Hey, go, Bob. I already had some fun.
Okay. Okay, man. I'm just trying to do this right. Damn it.
No, you're cool.
Okay, so we got Flute Boy and the other guy.
Flute Boy is stunned still, and then
Yeah, but Flute Boy can also do weird stuff.
yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for him. How far away is he from me?
You can get to him this round. That's why I gave you guys 1 round out. And keep in mind, they're all acting this round the same. So whatever you and Bill do, whatever they're going to get it off as well. Now the archer's out of the picture. Lacey took and dropped him, so you only have 2 to deal with. So go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to. How bad is Laz looking? And she's looking pretty bad, or?
No, I think Laz is in fair shape.
Laz is just pissed off.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cast. Yeah, what the hell? I'm going to try this out. I'm going to cast Command at 3rd level on both of them.
All right.
And I'm going to tell them drop it. To drop their weapons. Okay, so that's a Wisdom 16 saving throw.
Yep, they both saved.
Well, shit. Okay.
These guys
And
are actually higher level than you are.
Okay. Well, you never know until you try.
True.
And I'll go ahead and I will bash the Flute Boy with my mace.
Okay.
All right. Let me roll here to see if I hit.
Did you get advantage because he's stunned and prone?
Oh, that's true.
He's not prone, but he is stunned this round. He can do nothing this round. So yeah, you take advantage. That's a good point. Yep.
Okay. 18 to hit.
Is that your advantage roll?
Yes.
You miss.
Okay. I kind of figured.
Well, he's the armor guy, so.
Yeah, so I whiffed both times.
Now, Bill, go ahead.
Okay. I'm engaged with this guy, so I'm going to start off on him, and I'll do my first 2 attacks, and I got a 21 and a 19 to hit.
The 21 hits.
21 hits. Man, okay. So
Is it bad that I'm looking at these dudes and in my head I'm hearing, I'm going to kill you, you son of a bitch?
Probably. Yeah. What do you got there, Bill?
18, and then have him roll for his constitution.
Okay. Oh, that definitely saves. So 18?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
He doesn't look so bad.
He doesn't look so bad?
No.
All right. Then I'll use my extra attack. Do this again. And I got a 25 and a 19.
25 hits.
25 hits. And he gets 16. 6 of it's fire.
Okay. So you said 6 is fire. All right.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. He had fire on the last one too, because I'm using the flame time.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Give me the total damage.
I did.
I
Total
say
was 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He still looks pretty good. This guy's beefy. All right. So that's it for Bill. Then it's my
No,
action.
I got. Well, I'm gonna use. I'm gonna get out of range from him and move.
Okay.
To an advantage spot so I can start using actually no, yeah. No, I'm gonna run over to the armored guy and I'm gonna womp on him twice. And I got a, what is that? 26 and a 15.
All right. Well, you are working with advantage on that, right?
Oh no. So okay. So 26 and then 23.
Okay. The 26 hits.
26 hits. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. He's taken 14 points. And then I'm going to move out of range from the attack from these guys.
All right, and you definitely damage him, but he still looks okay. He's not as robust as the two-hander, but all right. So then it's my action. The two-hander, of course.
Never mind.
Well, that's all right.
Never mind.
The two-hander, of course, gets to act the same time you act, so he actually gets a hit on you before you move away, because you're in his space, right? So he's doing the same thing he did before. I think I only hit you once. Yeah, what's your armor class?
20.
Oh, you got lucky. I hit you once, dude. All right.
Okay.
So he's doing this right here. So you take 10 points of damage. You're just moving too quick for him. You're moving too quick for him.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, the other guy is stunned and he gets his feet back under him. So that's his round. Adderil, well, everybody, give me a perception check.
Okay. So, 24.
All right.
Oh, that's another bad roll.
16.
I love that. Lots.
I rolled a 7.
Okay,
18.
you see nothing. All right. And this doesn't really mean anything mechanically, but you see standing, appearing, behind Adderil, and hopefully driving a dagger into his back is Pindir.
Oh crap!
Bring it.
Which armor class?
24.
All right, hits you once.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude, I got
24?
badass armor and a shield, and yep.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I am decked out.
All right, you take 28 points of damage.
How?
From that dagger being buried with a backstab, of course. And give me a Constitution saving throw, and don't fail it.
Well, let's see. Constitution saving throw. 22.
All right, you save, so you only take half of this. All right. Now, as you see the dagger plunge in, and you see this evil grimace across Pindir's face as he drives his dagger through the armor into, or in a space between the armor into Adderil's back or side. You notice that, of course, you feel it, but the rest of you can see it's almost as if this green explosion goes off inside of Adderil's body.
Wow.
And it's just insanely painful. Now, what this does, it does two things. You only take 15 points of damage from it because you saved.
Okay.
All right. The second thing it does for the rest of this combat, you're at disadvantage at everything you do.
Oof. Okay.
All right. My round is done. Now we're moving down to, what was that, 13? So, or 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Woo! My turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Yay! I'm gonna shoot Pindeer in the face with an arrow.
Yeah, he's the most dangerous thing here. Yeah, by far. Yeah.
All right. No. All right. Is it 19 to hit? I don't know if I hit him.
To hit this guy? No, you missed.
Yeah. Well, that sucks for me.
That's all you had was just a single shot?
Yeah, well, it's that arrow, it's that bow that does the cool. Every time you pull it, it makes a spirit arrow.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. You don't have any
so
other
I had-
spells or anything else you
No.
can do. You should be able to do more than that.
Well, I did that, and I guess what I could do is I could do a bonus dash towards Adderall to see if I can help him get out of there.
To get into combat, yeah, do that.
Yeah. All right, I do that. Bonus to get into the combat.
All right, Corny.
Okay. Does he only have the one knife?
You only see one. He looks just like you see him here.
Okay. And I'm guessing that knife is like the other ones. Was there metal on the handle?
Yeah, no, it's a metallic thing. Yep, and of course you still have this big beefy guy that's around, right?
Okay. I'm going to cast heat metal on the knife he's holding.
Okay.
And he automatically takes 2d8 damage.
No, it doesn't take anything, dude. It doesn't work.
Why wouldn't it work?
Because it's a highly magical item. That's why.
It doesn't say mundane, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine then. And then I will. I'll cast. Who is he attacking?
Adderall.
I'll cast Sanctuary on Adderall. So, Sanctuary basically, what it means, I'll look it up here. You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attacker's spell.
Okay. Cool. They changed it a little bit. No problem. I got it. Anything else?
I guess that's all I really can do. So, yeah.
All right. Are you going to move closer to combat or stay at your range?
I'll move closer to combat, but I'm gonna still try to avoid their rogue character.
Yeah, sure. Okay. No problem. All right, so that brings us back to the top. Laz, now what you have is you have a little halfling that just stabbed Adderall in the back, and you have this big beefy guy who is he's standing alone because Bill moved away, but directly in front of him is Adderall. So more than likely he's going that direction. But who would you like to target, and what would you like to do?
Are there any shadows near Pinder?
Yeah, sure. Of course there would be. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move through shadows. And I don't want to throw another fireball because everybody's in melee, so.
This is true.
This guy's a badass. I got to figure out something. Well, times 3. Okay, I'm going to do Scorching Ray. How close is Adderall to him from where my shadow is?
It wouldn't matter. Scorching Ray is a single target spell.
All right, Scorching Ray. That's 2d6 times 3. Okay.
Yeah, I think. Does he have to hit with Scorching Ray though?
I'll look.
I believe so.
I'm pretty sure he has a hit with
Yes.
that one. Fireball he
Yeah,
doesn't. Magic
yeah,
Missile he doesn't.
yeah.
But, I think he has a hit. Just
Yeah.
go ahead and make your attack roll with your D20 and all your it's your spell attack, right? So it's your charisma and your proficiency.
Yeah, it's 3 rays of fire, so you get 3 attacks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so geez, I'm rolling good. Yeah, 17 plus 3 plus. Well, I put my charisma on that. So what do I put on that?
You put your charisma and your proficiency.
Okay, so that's 7 on top of that. Okay. Sorry, that's 17. My brain is working very poorly tonight. 24. God.
That hits. Roll again.
Yeah.
Roll
Yep.
another 20. No, another 20.
You got to roll 2 more times, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's 3 separate rays.
Okay.
You're doing pew pew pew.
What level did you cast this at?
7,
21. That misses. Next one.
Sorry.
No problem.
Okay. 19. So 19 plus 7.
So it hits. So you hit twice. So do your damage twice for that. And then does he get a saving throw for that or no? I think he does.
It's 2d6. Well, it's
No
fire
saving
damage,
throw.
so
No saving throw, right? Okay. 2d6,
Nope.
so roll 46. And that adds his charisma bonus as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead. Roll 46 and add your charisma bonus twice.
Okay. $15 plus 8, so God damn it.
23.
23. Yeah, okay. Well, he doesn't like that much, but he isn't horribly damaged. His cloak kind of deflects a lot of it, but it's not magical in that way. It just for a cinematic effect. He doesn't like that much. Next is
I do have another action.
Oh, please.
I'm just going to move to another shadow where he doesn't.
Now, how many times can you do that shadow step?
I think you can only do it once per round.
No, it's the cloak, isn't it? Cloak.
Yeah, but you can't do it.
It has so many charges.
You can't do it perpetually.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 times a day,
Right,
so
well,
you're about to use your last one, right?
All right. Well, yeah.
That's cool. You're using it well.
Okay, then I'm just gonna move because I want to stay out of his range. I'm gonna do it last time, and then I'll just have to rely on my wings and carry myself up if I can. So, all right.
So you move again, and do you have a second
I move
attack?
again. No, I don't. I have a second action.
Okay. So you're going to move. I see. All right. So you get yourself out of his sight, which isn't a bad thing, because you don't want him laying into you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm figuring that by now. And then I guess as far away from him as possible. So I don't know how far that is. You have to tell me. Where I can see shot.
You could go to the main island, the Governor's Island, if you'd like. But you would be out of combat because you only have one more use of it. So I wouldn't go very far, dude.
120 feet, wherever that is. I'm 120 feet away.
All right, cool. All right. Now let me see. Lacey gets to go. She's going to lay into the Buffy halfling there, the study one. Let me see here. What's she going to do? She can do that. She can do that. Let me see here. She kind of turns herself around and okay, he gets a saving throw, which he fails. All right, and she drops. She kind of shouts, and this wave of thunder comes out of her mouth and just rattles across the battlefield to him, and he takes a little bit of damage from that.
Who's he?
The Buffy halfling, the bad guy.
Okay.
Okay, he doesn't like that. And then, of course, she moves into combat with him, and she takes 2 slashes at him with her swords. Ooh, holy shit. All right, fine. Fine.
What?
She freaking double critted him, dude.
No way.
Yeah, freaking Lacey, dude. All right, hold on a second. So that's
I'm gonna steal her from around.
18, 28, 30, 38 damage, which is what is that? That's yeah, okay, 38 plus so 44. Okay, she drops him. All right, fine. So Lacey just drops a thunder wave on him. She jumps in the battle and she absolutely severs this guy. Actually, no, I'm sorry. She's carrying a vorpal sword. Not only does she cut his head off, she splits it in half on the backhand.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if he
Damn.
critted, I was gonna say
One
if
of
she
you
critted,
artists.
she killed him.
Yeah,
Just one of you artists needs to do an image of that.
that's her second
That's pretty
vorpal
badass.
beheading, by the way. Since she's had that weapon,
Yeah, I
that's the
know.
second one. All right,
That's why you don't. That's why you don't give that sword to people, man.
Jesus. I mean, she is super. He was super tanky too, and she just dropped his ass. Damn it. All right, fine. So Pinder is alone. 14. 13.
Nope. That's me and Bob.
That's us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you, Bob,
Oh,
and
I
Pinder.
went first last time. Yeah, I went first last time. So go ahead, man.
Okay, so Pinder's left, and I'll go after him, man. Just lay it all into him. No, the flute guy he's down too, or
Oh, everybody's down. The only ones left is
I'm
Pinder.
sorry.
Yeah, you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was fun, but I really wish I could have done the powers of that flute guy. That would have been cool. You guys wouldn't have liked it, but it's all right.
Is he
All
a
right.
bard?
He's a kind of bard, yeah.
I got enough dice. Yeah. Okay.
He's a scald.
All right. 29, 28, 28. So I hit him at least 3 times, right?
Yes, you did.
16. Okay. Let's a 2 and a 1. So resolve the good ones first. So the first hit I'm going to do use the paralyze with the whatchamacallit. So he's got to do a strength save.
Here's my suggestion to you. He goes the same time you do. So any effect you have, he gets to do what he gets to do no matter what. So even if you paralyze him, he still gets his action this round. So what I would suggest, if you would any special extra ability you have to pour damage on him, you should do.
Okay. Let's do that then. So I'll use the drain life.
There you go. Yeah.
So he's got to do DC Constitution
It's a con
save?
Yeah. I got it.
DC 17.
All right. He saves.
He saves. Okay.
I can't do it now that you already said. Never mind.
Okay. Well, then I'll just do. See, that one was first hit was 1d10.
Let me know if you're going to do another
10.
thing he has to save against.
So doing 17. First hit does 24.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I'm going to use Death Strike to add another 1d6, so 29. Next hit does 12, 13, 14, 20, 23. And then, that's all I can use. And then the last hit. 22, and then he has to do I'm going to do the paralyze. I mean, because if I don't kill him now, he's stunned for someone else. He doesn't. This way, he doesn't run away.
If you're doing paralyzed, then I'm going to do cutting words against his defense.
Okay.
Whatever he rolls, he has to take off. 1 second.
It's a D6 now, isn't it?
It's a D8 now.
Oh,
okay. So roll that D8 for me. Go ahead, give me the damage total, Bill.
For this last roll?
Yeah.
That I just did, or the grand total?
Grand total, please. Yeah.
Mother trucker. I wasn't writing it down. All right. Sorry. Let's do this again. I hate wasting everyone's time here. All right. So.
Dice rolling sounds are always beautiful.
Yeah.
And just take 3 off of his save.
Yeah, I already made the save. He saved.
Oh,
All right. Hold on. Let's add it up together. My bad. I should have just done it an easier way. 65.
Wow. All right. Now, this guy's taking quite a bit of damage, and Adderall still needs to go. But one thing that's happening while Adderall is doing, you notice that underneath his cloak, you see this pop of red light go off twice. Go ahead, Adderall.
Oh, he's healing himself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is yeah, screw it. Let's go for it. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna touch him in the middle of his chest. And I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds at 4th level.
All right, we'll do your touch first.
Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, and that's a disadvantage. I rolled an 18 on both of them.
Sweet.
Okay, so that's a 26.
You hit.
Okay, and that is 6d10.
Sweet God.
Okay, and I actually have 6d10. Oh, geez, yeah, I think I killed him. See, 14, 24, 32, 35, 39. I'm sorry. Yeah, 39 points of damage.
All right. You see another one of those red glows pop off. And one more.
Okay.
And he's in bad shape. Do you have anything else to do?
Yep, I'm going to use my bonus action. I will cast Spiritual Weapon, also at 4th level, and it will attack him.
Go ahead.
Clerics are sick in this edition.
Natural 20. Oh no, it's a disadvantage. Crap.
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll take it. It's 17. So 25
hits.
Okay. So that's 2d8 plus 5. Oh, Jesus. 8, 15, 20 more points.
All right. Now, during that entire effect of Francis laying into him as well as Adderall, you see a bunch of these pops, and he seems more damaged, then less damage, then more damage, then less damage, 3 times in a row, and it's obviously some kind of effect that is healing him. But at the end of it, with that big inflict damage on him, and the secondary blow, it isn't as important, but that big inflict damage literally blows off his left arm. And he's just on the ground, bleeding, and just incredible. He looks near dead. I mean, you could probably just tap him on the head and he'd be dead. He literally is sitting with a few hit points left. But his action, he just kind of he screams at you in just raw anger, and he disappears.
Oh man!
You guys came close to dropping him, though. I was keeping legitimate health, because those 3 pops give him 30 health back each one.
Yeah,
but those are
he's got
expensive.
Those graders, or
those are healing gems, which are actually embedded in the body. Right? They're very expensive. So he's an unhappy rogue for sure. But keep in mind, you guys just took on 3 10th level halflings, and of course Pindir is 13th level.
Woo!
and you
13.
survived it, and more than that, you drove him off. So here you guys stand in the carnage, mainly caused by a certain tiefling Asimar, um, uh, with a bunch of dead halflings all over the place, and of course, let me come back over real quick. Now, in the aftermath of this situation, as you guys collect yourself, and I don't know if anybody has any damage or any kind of healing is going on, just go ahead and do that, please. Just in case, because you guys are adventurers, you know right well there might be more trouble coming. So please get that done if you're going to do it. If there's any healing going to be taking place.
Yeah, I will cast Prayer of Healing on everybody.
Wait, is there any way, like at the last, like when he disappears, because we would still be in combat. I'm not sure if he just disappeared or if he left. Can I fire a magic missile in that direction?
You could try, sure.
Everybody heals 19.
Because if he just disappeared, I could still hit him.
Yeah,
but if he teleported away,
I get you. Your magic missile goes and it just kind of flitters off over the water and disappears. Just
okay.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
Oh no, he teleported. Yeah.
Can anyone see? Oh, he teleported. I was gonna say if anyone can see invisible now.
No. He has that ability as well, but he also has teleport. Yeah. You guys almost got him though. He had 3 hit points left, legitimately.
Now it's time for my favorite part. Let's loot the bodies.
What bodies?
Well, right.
The 5
There's 3 dudes. This is what you find. They're not carrying around a lot of gold. I mean, they're kind of in action, but there is, we'll say, a total of 100 gold on them, just through various pockets and stuff. So someone should be writing this down, please.
I got you.
Okay. Thanks.
There's also their weapons aren't bad. There's basically all the weapons you saw on them are all we'll just call them +2 weapons. So you had a +2 bastard sword, you have a +2 short sword, and a +2 bow. All right. That bow.
What about the magical instrument?
I'm getting to that. That's the big one. There's a suit of halfling armor. There's a bunch of little stuff. We'll do a roll up later. I'll do a roll up for them and what was on them. It's not so exaggerated, but the real item is the flute. And
hey, I play flute, by the way.
There you go. Well, it's called.
So do I.
It's called.
Yeah, but I cause more damage than anybody else.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
But musical instruments are kind of my thing.
Yes, no. It isn't a skin flute, Maz.
Okay.
Everybody shut up.
Can I give you the information, or would you guys like to keep talking?
Yeah.
You know.
Keep going.
All right. It is called Evard's flute, and I'll get into what it does later. But it is pretty badass, and it should help our halfling out. But the other stuff, just innocuous things. I'll do a roll up for it later. But they're not. It's nothing particularly special. There's only one item, and that bow isn't magical. He was. So that spell was actually a combination of the flute player. But nevertheless. After you guys loot the bodies and get all the stuff off as the murder hobos usually do, the people are kind of dazed and confused, of course, because this just came out of nowhere. And by the time all that's done, a boat comes up to what used to be the dock, and you see a rather... Yes, please.
Any firearms left after my fireball?
Oh, jeez.
We'll say there are 2 that are still operable and 3 that are damaged, so you can collect them if you'd like.
Okay.
Anyway, a boat comes up to the dock, and or what's left of it, and on that boat.
Real quick, Chester. I'm sorry, I didn't mean. I wanted to wait till you were done, but while everybody else was looting these guys, I'm actually going to walk up to the one. Not the guy with the flute or the guy with the bow, the other one with the sword, and I'm going to cast Gentle Repose on him.
Which one?
I want to be able to the one with the sword.
Or the Buffy guy. Okay.
Yeah, I want to put Gentle Repose on him so that he does not decay.
Mm-hmm.
And at one later point, we are going to bring this guy back and question him.
Well, That
because
is.
I have Revivify.
Oh, okay. All right.
Isn't that the same guy that's like all like decapitated though?
He is decapitated. Yeah.
Oh crap! No, that's right. Never mind.
I don't
forgot
think that'll work.
I was gonna say I forgot he
say.
doesn't have a head anymore. Never mind.
Yeah.
Well,
At least
choose
he kinda
the
went ham on him.
choose one of the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do flute guy
flute.
then.
Flute
Flute
guy.
guy.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Anything else?
after I do that, I will yes, I will cast Revivify on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes back, he's stabilized.
We're going to let's make sure he's really, before we revive him, make sure he is really chained down and stuff, so
Oh yeah.
really, like,
Okay, so you have a prisoner. Very well.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a moment. Anything else, anybody?
I don't know. He was on the boat and get ready to get spanked by the Eldrin.
All right, here we go. A boat comes up the dock, or what's left of it, and there is a very angry looking folk standing at the bow with his arms crossed looking at you, and he says, "Get on."
okay.
Who are you?
I will
Did he did Chester just die?
No, I'm right here. I'm just waiting for you guys to do
get on.
something.
I reach down,
Can I say
I
something?
grab
He's
go
a
ahead.
folk.
Can I say something to the
Do I
folk,
recognize him?
please?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't say anything to him? Can
No,
I
no,
say something?
he doesn't recognize him. You go ahead.
Say please.
He looks very cross at you. He says, "Get on the goddamn boat."
I reach down, I grab our prisoner, and I just start walking forward. And as I pass the guy, I look at him and go, "I'm very sorry about this," and I just get back on.
I fly onto his boat with fiery wings, looking at him very, very seriously.
Why should I get on the boat just because Dad's angry at me? Who are you?
Yeah, who is this guy?
He said, "The governor wishes to speak to you. Come now."
I get on the boat.
All right.
Do you have this symbol of the governor?
I
Do you
swear to
carry
God,
his-
I'll make this guy a 20th level paladin, and I will kill you right here.
I just
Get on the
turn and I
boat.
look at him and I just say, "Get on the goddamn boat."
Get on the boat.
All right, all right.
There's a
guess
time
I'll
for
go.
obstinance, and there's a time to shut the hell up and do what you're told.
I look at Lacey and I can't tell what's blood
I
and
wondered
what's her actual color of her hair. She's covered in everything.
She was very effective again.
Yeah, God.
She just gets all those crits, man. But anyway, so you guys get on the boat. We go over, because I'm trying to keep this in the 2 hours, what I'm trying to do, guys. We get over. You guys are led into the governor's estate rooms, which is it's actually more like a king's throne room, actually. Although he's not a king, nor does he act like one. He is sitting on on the throne, but in front of the throne, there's actually like a table. That is set up, and there are several administrators that are sitting at it, and everyone kind of just looks at you, and the governor says, "Well, I guess we are meeting today. Explain yourselves."
I turn and I look at Laz. "All yours." And I just take a step to the side with my halfling I'm holding.
Well, since you were so nice to have us over finally, there was a group of halflings that attacked the docks and started killing people at random. I didn't think that was.
I hold the one up, like, yeah, right here.
So you thought it was wise to blow up my dock?
Would you rather have the whole populace killed?
He knows you're right. He's just frustrated. He says, "Look,
I may have been a little bit flamboyant, but it got the job done."
Well, you've just opened it up is what you've done. We've been doing our best to try to keep some balance with the Eldrin and these halfling bastards that they sent over." And he looks directly at you while he's saying that, by the way, Corny. And he says that we do not have the strength to stand against the Eldrin should they come. This is why we've tried to keep balance. You've blown it all up on us.
Well, technically, they started the fight, So, I mean, it really was them attacking your people.
And he looks over at one of his administrators, which looks like a rather roguey fellow, and he just nods to him, meaning they're being truthful. And he's like, I guess it was going to come to a head anyway. I don't know what we're going to do. He looks over at that big burly guy who is very displeased with you, and he says, organize the guard, get things ready. Who knows when it'll come? He nods and he begins to leave the room. As he does this, you guys don't need roll perceptions. This is quite easy for everyone to see. A magical cloud appears off to the side, almost centerish of this room, and you see eldritch magic going off, blue and green, purple magics, and all of a sudden a portal opens in the middle of this room. And walking through the portal, you see this.
Oh boy.
Well, nice knowing you guys.
This
I roll to seduce. No, just kidding.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
This
Do it.
Eldrin, for all of you who know what an Eldrin is, that's an Eldrin. This Eldrin walks through that portal you see behind him. He does not hesitate. He attacks the closest person to him, and that would be, make a roll,
Please don't. It's gonna be me.
Lacey.
Oh no!
Ooh.
All right.
Yes.
He
Can I do
comes
this?
in with
Can I
this
jump in
glaive
front of
he
him?
has. He just charges right at her. He comes in with this glaive. Oh my God. Okay. And as he hits her with this glaive, you'll also notice that he takes back and he kind of does what she did very similarly, but a much more powerful version of lightning coming out of his hands as he puts it on her head and just tries to fry her to death. And he just did wicked damage to her, dude. Hold on a second. Let me see if she lives through this.
If you kill Lacey off, I quit.
You killed all of us.
You wanted her. Well, you guys wanted her dead though for a while.
Yeah. Until
Let's
she
see
was
what
good.
those healing spells I got here. I might be casting gentle repose on her.
Yeah.
Wow, Jess, dude. He did 78 points of damage to her, dude.
Holy crap!
She has 85 hit points.
Whoa. He's
right.
alive.
He comes in, he just
Killed her.
whacks the hell out of her, treats her like a rag doll, puts his hand on top of her head, and just lets that electricity flow. It just fries her. She's not out, but she's lying on the ground, kind of twitching and trying to get to her feet. And then he looks over at you guys. Initiative.
Damn
Oh,
it!
jeez.
Wow. Not even a rest, huh?
Nope.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. And now remember, it's a D10 for initiative, guys.
He has an 18.
What?
Jeez.
Is it D10?
Yep.
Jeez.
Uh,
Oh, that was
9.
nice. 14.
16.
All right, I go first. He looks at the rest of the
I have
party.
17.
He goes first. 17? Okay, yeah, he still goes first. All right, so let me see here. He's just going to lie into the person who was near, which would, of course, be Zach, I guess. And he just takes a step over, and he just swings that glaive at you and double strikes you, or tries to anyway. Which armor class? I got a 21 and a
16.
22.
You hit both times, but
All right.
I do cunning action. Or not cunning action. It's what is it? Crap. Where is it? It's a thing where we're basically uncanny dodge. So I only
That
take
only-
half damage from
That
anything
only
you
works
throw at me.
with if he's going to do a spell on you, which he's not.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
That works when any attacker hits you with an attack.
Oh, they changed
you-
it in 5th
you-
edition, really?
Yeah. When
They,
any
that's
attacker
way more powerful. So you take half
Yeah.
damage, is what you're saying, all the time?
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
for
That
this-
seems way
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
overpowered.
reading it
round.
right here.
It was a
You
bit.
can look at my thing. I'm reading it right here.
Huh. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you use your reaction to have the
Oh yeah,
attack
yeah.
move
I
against
have
you.
to be able to see them. That's right.
Yeah, no
It's,
problem. I
it's a
just
dou-
I didn't know they powered that ability. Let's see. So that's 18 plus 10, so that is 28. So you take 14 points of damage, and then as he does those 2 swipes at you, he takes one of his hands off it, and he basically lightnings the entire room. Not you though. You are out of the range, but everybody else in this room has to make a saving throw.
Holy crap!
This is an area effect thing.
Yeah, it's an AOE.
Yeah.
It's a really big one. Yeah.
So he
What's
fired it
the-
behind him then.
What is it I'm using?
Yeah, sure.
Oh man, I failed.
Is this 20?
This is a 20. Yeah,
It's a 20,
saving
yeah.
throw. Yeah.
And this is a what is this, a dex saving throw or?
This is a this would be a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, 22.
Okay.
$20.
Okay.
22.
All right.
22. This proficiency on top of that?
Not with saving throws. No, just your dex bonus.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So everyone who got an 18 or above saved, and you'll take half of this damage I'm about to lay off.
Oh,
Let's see.
jeez.
10, 25, 28. So you take 28 points of damage, or you take 14.
And
if you
I
got
have
an 18
evasion.
saving throw.
I have evasion, which reduces it to 0 if I dodge
Okay,
an area.
that's fine. Whatever effect you have going on is fine. The total damage is 28. Apply all your stuff, and it's your turn. Go ahead. Whoever's next. So 17 would be Laz. Go ahead, Laz. Remember, he's standing right over Lacey, by the way. Although there is nothing behind. Well, there's a couple, chambermaids and stuff like that behind him, but I don't know if Fireball would be the best choice here.
We're in a contained chamber, right?
You are, yeah. It might not be the best move. Yeah.
It's not.
Okay, I was actually
I don't have-
forgetting
I
that
I don't have
Right.
anything. I want to calm this guy down, and I don't have anything to do it.
Oh,
Well,
you're not going to
talk
do that, then, dude.
Understand, this is an Eldrin Sentinel. Don't even
these
bother.
These guys are, they're pretty much demigods.
Yeah, don't bother with any kind of mental controls or any of that kind of crap. Pour the damage on. Pour it on. This guy's going to save pretty much anything you throw at him. Unless
Scorching
elves
red
are,
is what I got. Scorching red is what I got. So
yeah, but just for future reference, elves are immune. They have advantage against charm, and he can't be put to sleep or anything like that.
And this is an
anyway,
Eldrin.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah, so
this is a very
Scorching Red.
serious enemy. Go ahead, dude.
scorching red, I guess. That's 2d6
Yep.
times
And
3.
you get to hit 3 times. So go ahead and make your rolls and add 7 to each one.
Okay, so explain. Is 320s? What are we doing here?
Yeah, roll a 20-sider 3 times and add 7 to it. Yeah.
Yep. Roll the first one.
Okay, that's 38.
No,
Oh, yeah,
roll a 20-sider and add 7 to it.
I
And
wrote
then you-
3 of them, right?
No,
Yeah,
roll.
but you
Go ahead.
Yeah, roll one 3 times.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
No, you're okay.
It's
man.
all right. It's all right.
Okay. 8. And that's 7 with that, right?
Yep. So
Yeah.
Or just 7
15.
with all,
So 15.
15. 9.
Okay.
And that's with 7 with that. So
Yep.
So
16.
16.
Yep.
19.
So 27.
Okay.
27.
26 hits. All right. 26 hits.
Okay.
So go ahead and do your damage. You hit once. So you do your damage. 2d8 plus your charisma bonus, I believe.
Yeah.
It's 2d8.
Plus your charisma. Yeah.
Is it 2d? All right.
What level did you cast it at?
Probably standard. It's all right. You'll see. Just let him do the damage.
Okay.
Damn it. I keep doing. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was not very much. 4 plus
Okay.
4.
The fire hits him, waves over his armor, does nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
16.
It's my turn.
That's
I'm at 14. Oh, you're at 16. Never
16?
mind.
Yep, got a 16.
Okay.
All right, so I use my before action or whatever to get behind him. See if I can get behind him. So let's throw do a stealthy.
Sure. He's kind of
Oh.
standing statuesque anyway, so go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. 12. I don't know. I don't think I pulled that off.
To hit? No.
No, to get behind him.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. No.
All right, so I didn't get behind him, but now I can see if I do attack anyways. Ooh. That is a 27 to
That hit. That hit.
Sweet. All right, and it is a D8 and 2D6.
What is the 2d6 coming from?
2D6 is the flame.
Yeah, he
From
has.
my
He's
rapier.
immune to flame. There's no effect whatsoever.
All right, well, 6 plus 10 damage.
10 damage. All right.
I poke him.
Hey, it's better than nothing. 15. Or is that it? Do you have anything else?
Can I use a bonus? I use my bonus action
Mhm.
to disengage and back off from him out
Okay.
of his reach.
No problem. All right. Do keep in mind if you can get yourself in a flanking position, which will, I'm assuming, happen fairly next round, you get to do your backstab in a flanking situation as well. So
Yeah,
you'll be in a
that's what I
better
was trying to do.
situation next round, I think. All right. So 15, 14.
That'd be me. He looks incredibly tough, right? Like this is probably.
Well, yeah, he's about
more-
6'7", and he looks like a god. Yeah.
Well, this is going to be very difficult. How many charges did my wand of magic missiles have initially? It was 50.
Oh, it's
right?
probably 50. Yeah, standard. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use all of them.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh, I thought because you can cast it at higher level for the spell.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter.
I get one extra bolt for each one.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that. It's a wand, dude. You get one charge at a time. It's a wand.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I thought you could cast it at higher level.
No,
My
you can't.
bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't really have too much I can do then. I mean, magic missile by itself isn't going to do.
I wish we knew what that flute did.
Buff somebody up or something, man.
You could try the flute.
Yes,
Well,
use the flute.
I probably have to attune to this thing.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
So that wouldn't work anyways.
You can't charm him. Yeah, that's tough,
and
dude.
I can't use any mental things on him.
You have anything to slow him down, like entangle or anything like that? Because that would work.
Throw the hole on him.
Well, I'd actually have to go through all that stuff. You know what?
Or you could buff one of us up or something.
I mean, I guess I'm sure his armor's probably magical, but because I have really nothing else I can do besides fireball, and that I don't want to hit everyone. I'm just going to do.
Plus, he's immune to fire, apparently.
Yes. Oh crap! And I can't even do heat metal because he's immune to fire. Shoot. Man, that's all.
Try to buff your party if you can.
Yeah, I don't really have anything I can use right now. Shoot. I'm just going to if I aim a fire, well no, but I can't do fire. That's right. I'm going to cast I'll do greater invisibility on Lacey.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to who else did the bad guy like who else is closest to the bad guy?
Just Lacey, really.
Then whoever's second closest, I'll do Sanctuary on.
All right, so that's probably Bill.
Okay, that's all I can do.
All right. 13. 12.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
13. Okay, so I'm just gonna have at it. I'm gonna come at him with the battle axe form of the rod of lordly might, and then let's see if I can hit with my first 2 attacks. I rolled a 20.
Yeah,
I got a natural 20 there.
That's a hit.
And then
double damage.
Okay, and then again, the second one would have been a 20.
Miss.
Okay. So then let's do double damage.
Remember, you guys have no short rest or long rest in between this, so you're depleted.
Yep.
We are.
Yeah, I don't have my flurry of blows. I don't have any key left. That was my last one. But I still am gonna hit him and do double damage.
That's true.
So it's just this. Yeah. God. He's gonna take 16 from that, but I have an extra attack, so I'll try again. And 25, does that hit?
25 just hits. It's exactly what you need.
Okay. And then, woohoo! He gets 7. Right? No, 10 points of damage. Sorry. I think I added the first one wrong, but what I roll?
So, dude, you're gonna give me a total damage. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. And if there's any kind of saving throws I need to do, you need to let me know.
Okay. So the special, like the paralyzed, I didn't. You told me not to paralyze a guy, so I didn't, right? Or did I? So if we,
Right.
No, you tried. You tried to paralyze Pinder.
I tried to use the necrotic damage
But
on Pinder. Okay.
I don't think
Yeah.
the paralyze is gonna work because you can't do any like mental effects.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the
Well, you could
magic.
try. I could roll a 1.
Oh, you could try, yeah.
I mean, I could
Yeah.
roll a
well,
So
oh,
that's a
Okay.
yeah. So that's a strength save.
makes it.
He makes it. Of course he does. All right. So total damage was 38.
Okay. He doesn't like that very much. That was a 13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, that was on 13.
Yeah, 13.
And
Lacey. Let's see. Lacey, she's in bad shape, dude. But she takes her move action. She stands up, invisible, interestingly enough, although she's not aware of it. She's just pissed. So you guys can't even see this. Can the halfling see the illusion that he casts? Meaning, you made a invisibility on her, but can you see through your own spell? Probably. I'd imagine you can.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. So you're the only one that sees this. Because she's not even aware she's been invisible elated. She basically stands up, and you see she splits into 3. There are now 3 Lacey's standing in front of this guy.
Oh, mirror image.
Mirror image. And you guys hear a scream, the typical Lacey scream. She's not happy. She's rather pissed off, although it sounds a bit beleaguered. And she just lasered. All she can do is take 2 shots at him. So she does. Okay, one way missed. The other one. All right, you guys make a decision. You want me to keep this or not?
no.
Yes.
Keep
It
it.
happened. It happened. I want it to happen.
Yeah.
All right. It happened.
But remember, if it's a 20 and you don't want this guy to get his head chopped off, you have the option to have it deal damage instead.
It is a 19, not a 20, but it's still a
Oh.
vorpal attack.
Yep.
I did not want it to go that way.
Do the damage then. Just have it do the damage.
You gotta take his head. Take his head.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, if the creature is too big or too powerful for its head to be cut off, this weapon deals instead it deals an extra 68 slashing damage.
Whoa.
So there's a chance you can still take him down, but it won't cut his head off.
All right, let me do that instead. But if of course you just want me to cut his head off, I know.
I do. I really do.
2 decapitations and 1 stitch.
All right, give me a vote across the board. Who wants him beheaded or not? Give me a vote for beheading, yes or no.
I'm pissed at you for bringing up such a motherfucker.
I want his head gone. I want Lacey to get her revenge.
Everyone who says yes, please, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Take his head.
Yes. Well, yes.
Fine. All right, Lacey stands up, which the only one who can see it is actually the halfling. She splits herself into 3.
It's going to be some bad thing you're going to throw and you're going to heap it on us.
Yeah, there's another one, and another one walks into its place.
Right. All right, you guys hear a clank from Lacey bouncing off a shield, and then the next thing you see is this guy who is starting to move forward. He kind of stops in his tracks. You see a thin bloodline across his neck, and then his body topples with the head coming behind it. And then Lacey becomes visible, absolutely tore to pieces, nearly dead, just pissed at this thing on the ground. He is dead. And then the governor, who's hiding behind his chair, by the way, he looks at you guys and he says, "What have you done?" Scene close next week. All right, guys. Well, that's not what I
do. First thing I do is I throw some healing on Lacey so we have our tank back.
Yeah.
Dude, that's her third beheading, dude. That's her third one. That's not what I wanted to happen, but that's all right.
We are so screwed.
You guys are in trouble.
Click my heels and run back home. Wait,
my home's all right, guys. We're pretty much on time, though. We're all gonna die. Anyway, thank you guys all very much for watching us and coming in here. I know we don't pay much attention to the chat while we're doing that, but we are kind of busy. But that was interesting. Interesting day. It's the first time that we've challenged the party going from one fight to the next fight without giving them a time to recoup. It didn't really matter. I was kind of hoping to drop a couple of them before this guy got pushed back, but it is what it is. Lacey strikes again. The NPC. I hate that, though. I really hate that. But
you made her.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. You did. You made her. Do not blame me. But nevertheless,
she's supposed to be my squeeze, and now she's just like the tank.
There's a dead Eldrin on the ground. And I didn't even expect. I have to go see. Let me check real quick. Hold on a second.
Yeah, right now, Admiral's just looking at this, going, "There's poop coming out of me right now."
Wow. All right, guys. I usually do this offline, but today it's so epic. I'm going to give it to him here. Each of you get 10,000 experience points.
Jesus.
You just beat an Eldril Sentinel, dude. I didn't expect that. I actually was looking to capture you, but nope. Now worse things will happen.
What is the critical rating or the challenge rating?
This guy is a 16.
What?
Dang!
And that's just from him?
That's just him, yeah.
Yeah, we got.
And that's experience including the 40.
That's from everything. Yeah, everything today. Okay. The story elements, role playing, all that stuff. But I'm just kind of rounding it off, but close enough. So 10,000 will do. Yeah, that was pretty epic. You guys just dropped the 16 CR. Well, Lacey did.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Lacey did. Yeah. I didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah. I'm starting to like Lacey though, dude. I am starting to like her. She's going to be 8th level now, so watch the hell out. Anyway, guys, we're going to get out of here. So everybody, let me come back over to the other side, of course, as we have a dead Eldrin in the room. The governor is shocked, and we'll come back to that. But let me go to each person. Start with Bill. Bill, any closing statements before we get out of here?
That was a great session this week, man.
That
was so
awesome.
much fun. There's so many good elements to it with everybody's character. It was cool. It was cool.
It did play out well. Everyone got to do something. Yeah, very cool. How about you, Bill? Bob, sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out how the hell we're going to survive after this.
Well, you've definitely are marked by the Eldrin now, for sure.
Yeah. This was fun, though, man. I had a good time today.
That's cool. Awesome. Hey, Slick, what you got to say, man?
Stop trying to kill us.
Hey, I was actually trying to capture you in the last scene, dude.
I'm just fucking.
All right.
That's,
GOP?
I just want to say that Cornelius would immediately go over and start looting the corpse.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, we need to take all that gear because we need.
Here's the thing, though. The only things that Eldrin is going to have three main things on him. He's going to have armor. He's going to have a psychic crown, and he's going to have a glaive, right? You guys can make a decision what you're doing with that, but I wasn't even planning on this. I'm going to create that armor. That armor goes to Lacey.
Yeah, and the crown goes to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And that's
if you give me details before tomorrow, I'll do it as the draw, as the Dungeons and Dragons thing tomorrow.
Oh right,
yeah, you should tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, you saw the armor. It's just badass armor. Just put her in some really cool plate mail. She's already in plate mail, but I mean, it's not. Her plate mail isn't particularly special. Well, no, it is. It's a +2 plate mail. But this is much better. So just put her in fancy plate mail. I have to go make it. The psychic crown, just so you know, and that has to be attuned. But the psychic crown makes you immune to charm and enchantment completely. And it also gives you a +3 to all saving throws.
Yeah, I would like that, please.
You have to attune it. Remember, we have a total limit, right? All right, GOP, what you got to say, man?
No, nothing. That was a good session. I had fun. We're probably gonna die next time around, but you know what? It's cool. Works for me.
That's true. It is true. At least you came to a high point, right? And last but not least, Zach, what's going on, man?
I feel useless, and it's great because I have such an awesome girlfriend. So
there you go. Well, I'm kind of wondering a little bit about your build, because you should be a little more effective, but you're not really getting your saves off. I mean, excuse me, your backstabs off, which is really where you shine. But then again, you are more of a skill-based character, less of a combat character, which is fine, and that of course becomes useful. The one thing that makes me feel less sorry for you is the fact that uncanny dodge is badass, dude.
Yeah, no, it's if I had been using that since the beginning.
Yeah.
I think I would have been doing so much better. I keep forgetting that I have it.
That is raw survivability,
you also keep forgetting to hide, so you get advanced, so you get sneak attack every attack.
Well, not just that, and I didn't realize that being my rogue, I always have this bonus action of being able to disengage. And so it's like I can literally jump in, stab somebody, and then disengage out.
Yeah,
and
you're
be in a safe
positional fighter.
Yeah, like I don't have to be up in the thing all the time.
Yeah, you had a combo cutting action with your other.
Yeah, in reality, you shouldn't be up in combat at all. You should be plinking with that friggin' bow.
Yeah, well, that's what I tried to do today, but it was weird. It's like it did that, and then I didn't have anything else I could do. It was like, oh, I missed. Next person, go. It was like, oh. At least if I try and get up in the people, I can actually do cool things.
Yeah.
So,
well, just try to remember and play your character to its most effect, because we're starting to get some real damage dealers in the party. Bill is ridiculous, and of course, sorcerers and mages become just ungodly things as they get higher level. No, but it's all good. And thank you guys very much. We will check you out next week. Keep in mind that tomorrow, of course, is our Comics News Today standard, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll have Jorn and Quartered Ultimate Edition coming up on Thursday, of course. And that is going to be focusing on D&D. So I'm really looking forward to see what kind of cool characters. And it sounds like Zach's going to be laying down a badass Lacey for us. So looking forward to that, dude. Because she's...
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I don't mind NPCs. I enjoy them being part of the party, but I don't like them taking the limelight so often. But it is what it is.
As long as she's got that freaking sword, I ain't saying shit to her.
No.
Yeah, no.
That's true. That is very true. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to play the outro now. So let me have a namaste. Who hasn't done the namaste yet? Who wants to do it today?
I did it yesterday.
I'll do it.
Okay, ahead, man.
It's a new year, all. And you got to look at everybody around you and treat them as well as you can, and try to better yourself. And hopefully, the next year will be better than the last. Namaste.
Namaste. And that's even amen. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Later.
Bye.